Welcome to the Common Sense Nation, where common sense is the only rule. We're glad you're here.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
Now, we showed you that video, I think, on one of the lives. That right there is Jacob Blake Sr. You may remember that his son was the one who sexually assaulted a woman, broke in the house, sexually assaulted a woman. He's the one the cops told him not to go in the car. He was ignoring the cops' order. They ended up shooting him in the back because they thought he was going for a gun. See, he had to learn the hard way when the cops said freeze, don't go and do nothing. But just like the sun rises, you got to teach some of them a lesson. So the reason is that the son don't know how to act is because his daddy is trash. Now, his stepson has a YouTube station.
Y'all, believe it or not, this racist is the man who raised me.
And on his YouTube station, he put a video up. And he says that his stepdad, was always abusive and racist long before his son got shot. He said that he moved them to, I think it was North Carolina, and he stopped working at a job that he moved them there for because he didn't want to pay child support. I think he got a lot of baby mamas.
Oh, Mr. Black Lives Matter had a bunch of kids who he never paid child support for, who he proudly said, I'll never give none of them bitches no money.
At least 3 or 4, I don't know. According to the stepson said he once knocked his front teeth out, 3 of his front teeth with a pistol, his own son. So when you see this piece of trash showing up being a grifter, it looked like he's about to have a heart attack.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
His son went down there and got himself shot down in Wisconsin. He sexually assaulted a woman. He was over at a woman's house. She asked him to leave, called the cops. He tried to go in the car, ended up getting himself shot. But the apple don't fall far from the tree, like father, like son. But the best way to get these Negroes worked up is just to mention race.
See, I consider myself to be a Christian woman. And I'm not perfect by any means. I sin just like everybody else do. Because the level of hate that I have for niggas, that alone, I believe that it will send me straight to hell. Because it's cases like Karmelo Anthony's that really truly send me into a nigga hating frenzy. The mindset of you niggas truly need to be studied. And see, something told me not to react initially because a lot of things about this case just off the rip didn't even sound right. And one thing about our people, we are just so emotional. The best way to get us stirred up is to make it about race.
That's why I tried to tell people in the OJ trial, once they brought Mark Furman in and he said the N-word, case was over. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, this is not the same as Chad the Builder. I'm saying it could be something not about race, and these Negroes will make it about race. I said myself, I don't think the case is really about race, but see, pieces of trash like Jacob Blake Sr., he makes it about race because he's just a fat, miserable man, look like he about to have a heart attack anyway. But if you can make it about race, then you don't have to make it about the case. You don't have to look at the facts. See, once you insert race in it, the facts really don't matter. And see, Jacob Blake is the type of person that raises his son to be trash anyway. Now, I don't know about all his kids. His stepson seemed like a good young man, but his son named after him was pure trash. And how they get the rest of the Negroes worked up, the PMs worked up, is that you mention race, because all you have to do is says Karmelo Anthony is black and Austin Metcalf is white, even though Austin Metcalf is the one who's dead. And they're going to make it about, they're going to say, oh, it's self-defense. If you switch this around and let Karmelo Anthony be the one who touched him and he's dead, it'll be all about justice now. They're screaming justice for Karmelo Anthony as if he was assaulted. But Jacob, Fat Boy Jacob, Fats Domino, who looks like he's ready to have a heart attack or a cardiac arrest, he's down here protesting, and according to his stepson, he quit a job because he didn't want to pay child support. Think about that. He's such a lowlife that he would quit his job than to take care of the children that he brought here. Your damn children. If you didn't want to take care of them, don't have them. Don't lay down with them then. But see, you can tell he's a grifter anyway. He was hanging out with Jesse Jackson. I saw a picture of him with Jesse Jackson. But see, he's been trash. He's a grifter. He's going to make everything about race, which they do because they don't want to look at the fact. It don't seem like he's smart enough to look at any facts. He's out here just screaming only good crackers, a dead cracker. He even referenced Nat Turner. Well, we know you're not going to act like Nat Turner because you don't have the energy. You couldn't even run away as a slave. You try to run away as a slave, you know you're not going to make it far. It's your fat ass. But this clown is down there acting a fool, making everything about race. This is about race, the crackers, the crackers. Did you look at the evidence? Why don't you ask the question is, why was Karmelo Anthony even in the tent? It wasn't his tent. Why was he in the tent? That's the question you might want to ask yourself. Why was Karmelo Anthony in the enemy's camp? Why did he have a knife there? Was he even running track that day? We don't know. And I can guarantee you that Jacob Sr. don't know either. He's not interested in the facts any damn way. But I thought I'd let you know that that's the piece of trash down here screaming like that. A man who don't take care of his kids. A man who was out here with Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. But if you want to get the Negroes worked up, if the guilty whites work up, just let it be about race. Guilty whites will make it about race. Negroes will get triggered. Even if nobody even said the N-word. He's triggered. It's insane.
You a cracker. You a cracker. He a cracker. You a cracker. You a cracker. You ain't gonna get me, cracker. They've been trying to get me, cracker. You ain't gonna get me, cracker.
First of all, he's talking like he said something in reference in another video. We'll do you like Nat Turner. You can't even run. You barely can move. It looks like you're about to have a cardiac arrest or something. It don't look like you're in very good health. I see diabetes. I see high blood pressure. I see a heart attack coming on because he doesn't look healthy at all. Big old fat dude like this out here talking trash. It wouldn't take but a couple of seconds somebody run around and blippity blip, he'll be down. See, this is the kind of ignorance I'm talking about. He's the only good cracker is the dead cracker. Look like he's barely can breathe. Now there's a photo of him when he was back in Chicago. Jesse Jackson is standing behind him. And this shows that he's hanging around grifters. This is before his son even got shot, I'm sure. But according to the stepson, he's been a grifter. But his son is paralyzed now because he couldn't obey orders. Apple don't fall far from the tree. Your son is trash and so is you. And all you gotta do is listen to these people. You can see when they talk, they never say anything about a factual case. Him being out here hollering, ain't no good cracker but a dead cracker. How does that help Karmelo Anthony? I bet he don't even know nothing about the case. I bet you if you asked him, could you tell me, was Karmelo Anthony competing that day at the track meet? Could you tell me why Karmelo Anthony was in the opposing team's tent? Could you tell me why Karmelo Anthony didn't want to remove himself from the damn tent? See, when you're ignorant, all you can do is scream out, holler, act a damn fool because you don't know what facts is anyway. And so he's probably upset. It looked like, when does the child do? Look like he's pregnant with twins. He's out here just screaming and hollering, looking for an excuse to act a fool. He probably getting paid because I think he's been a grifter, supposed to be an activist. Or do they allow activists to be this fat and out of shape? He's out here screaming, ain't no cracker. Only good cracker's a dead cracker. He's a cracker, you's a cracker. But he don't know anything about the case. Why didn't you try to take care of your children? Because according to the stepson, you were trying to avoid from taking care of your kids that you quit a job. The Bible says if a man don't take care of his own children, he's worse than an infidel. This piece of trash here wouldn't even take care of his own kids, and he's over here screaming on the internet. Oh, the good cracker is a dead cracker. Ignorance. There's no short of ignorance going around. But now you see his son, Jacob Singer. And if he got any more, I hope they know. I'm glad the stepson didn't turn out like him. Because this is according to the stepson. I don't know. You can listen to the stepson's video. He says that he had another son that was supposed to be Jacob the first, but the mama didn't get permission to carry his name. I wouldn't want to carry his name, damn it. It ain't nothing proud about carrying his damn name. Everything about him screams grifter. Everything about him screams ignorance. See, this is the prime example of a black racist. Now, I know some of these grifters tell you that black people can't be racist, but everybody know that's BS. What do you call what he's doing, damn it? That ain't racist. I like to know what it is. But you can't say anything about it, right? I will. He's trash. His son trash. They should have shot his ass. Had no business. When the officers give you a command, don't go to your car. Damn it, don't go to your car. What part of it you don't understand, fool? Oh, you got that from your daddy. Well, F-A-F-O. That's what happened. You F around and found out.